Hey there, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. My name is Sebastian, and today we're going to be taking a very small break from the Astra Militarum project and going back to some Adeptus Astartes. Now, what Adeptus Astartes am I on about? I'm on about Outriders. Now, I've had these guys built for roughly 2 to 3 weeks and just sat on my desk. I kind of got a bit sidetracked with the Astra Militarum project as I wanted to start that. But these guys, they're all built and ready to go. Well, I say ready to go. There need to be Black Templars Black Templar made. Black Templars are fine. Something like that. They need to be made to look like Black Templar Outriders. Now, what is my plan for these? Well, I've got 2 little chainswords that I have cut the ends off here. And we're going to be making some jousting sticks with them. This was taken from Eons of Battle. This is what sort of made me go, oh shit, yeah, I need to get these guys done. So that is a plan of these guys. Got some stuff to put on the side, some shoulder pads and all that lovely stuff. Basically, I want these guys to look like they are owned by the Black Templars. As for bases, I've got some ideas for the bases, but we'll talk about that later on when I actually get into the bases. I think, without further ado, we should probably start with gluing on the greeblies, gluing on the hands, and doing the chainswords. Hello, so going on to the quote-unquote kit bash for these arms, or custom arms, or whatever you want to call them. So for this, I actually had the idea from Eons of Battle. If you've not seen Eons of Battle, I recommend you go and do so. It is a really good YouTube channel, and most of the inspiration for my Black Templars. So after seeing his kit bash on his Outriders and the little jousting sticks, I thought it was a really good idea. Now, don't get me wrong, the chainswords, yeah, the chainswords are cool, but Black Templars, in my eyes, they're meant to be knightly. They're meant to be these knightly, Middle Ages sort of things. And what's better than, a Black Templars on a bike with a chainsword? A Black Templars on the bike with a chainsword, but in jousting form. So for this, it's nothing too special. I am using some 1.6 or 1.5 millimeter brass rod just to give the whole jousting stick some rigidity. I always recommend using brass rod, paper clips or pins or anything like that. So nothing too special for that. Quite simple, if I'm honest. So up next was a bit of sculpting. I say sculpting, somewhat sculpting. So for this, I am using Milliput. Now you can use green stuff. I do prefer green stuff to Milliput. I find Milliput is a bit too soft for my liking when it comes to actually shaping it and forming it and all that sort of stuff. But for this, literally all I did was flatten the Milliput out, put it on a metal sheet, a bit of Vaseline down, and just cut it into small thin strips. And I did that a couple times for the bikes. Now, what is this meant to be replicating? It's meant to replicate some sort of, I don't know, twine or cloth around the holding bits of the handles. That's what I'm trying to say. The handles of the spear. I've never really done sculpting. I've dabbled in it. I've tried to do a few little bits, but it never really works out how I wanted it to. But I think for this, I took my time, and I actually think it come out all right. The end result, it looks really, really good. Now, I kind of wish I put a bit of chain around it, around where the hands are. That would have looked really, really good. But maybe the next squad, I'll be doing that. So the bikes are getting there. As you can see, they are looking pretty cool. I've gone ahead, put some helmets on. I didn't really know what helmets I wanted to use, so I grabbed some helmets that I've not used in a while, and that is going to be these 2 here. I've no idea what mark of helmet they are, but I think they look pretty cool. So with the actual bikes aside, I want to go ahead and start to talk about the bodies of them. I say bodies, these little bits here. So what is my plan with these? We're going to give them a nice black base coat to start with, and then I want to do this whole section in white. This top bit here will be in a black, but then I want to do flames. So going back to the Hellblasters unit we did, this must have been what, a couple months ago now, we put flames on the Hellblasters, and I think having red flames, orange flames on these guys will look really, really cool. And if not, well, guess what? We can always repaint over it. But yes, that's my plan. I want to put flames on these, not on all of them. Probably one of them, not the sergeant. He's got his own little doodads on there. But for at least one of these guys, I want to have flames. I think it will look so cool. So for the main bike itself, I use Corvus Black by Citadel, and that is done through the airbrush. So if you don't have access to an airbrush, I can highly recommend Raven Black by Colorforge. It is a really nice black, and it also gives a really nice matte finish, something that I find Citadel through the airbrush doesn't do. But moving on from that, the color I'm using here currently on the bike, that is Army Speed Painter Blinding Light. If you've seen the channel before, it is my go-to paint. I use it on shoulder pads. It's also really good highlighting, not highlighting color, but a nice base color for like plasma and stuff like that. But speaking of shoulder pads, so I say this quite a lot, but if you have seen the channel before, you know exactly what I'm doing here. But for the people that haven't, here I am doing, I call it an oil wash. It's not really an oil wash. It's just putting some oil paint onto the miniatures. So for the shoulder pads, it's something that I've started to do recently. I did it with my assault squad. And what I end up doing is I do a white base coat and then do a varnish, let that sit for 24 hours, and then go ahead and put this paint or put this oil paint on top of the shoulder pads. So after that, leaving it to sit for about an hour, half an hour, I then end up rubbing it off with a cloth. You can use a tea towel, you can use microfiber cloth, that's what I normally use, or you can go ahead and use Q-tips, you can use toilet paper, tissue, whatever you need. It gives a really nice dirty dark effect to the shoulder pads, something that I've been trying to do for ages, and I think I'm going to experiment with the next models that I'm going to do. I think I'm going to experiment with an actual oil wash itself, maybe a sort of bitumen looking color, that more sort of browny color to the look. So up next was the metal features on the bike. Now normally I like to use Iron Warriors. Iron Warriors is my go-to metal paint for anything, well, metal on Space Marines and anything like that. But I decided to change it up a little bit. I ended up using some Iron Hands steel, and it looks really, really good, especially against the dark contrast of the bike. So I think from here on out, a lot of the stuff I'm going to be doing is going to be using some Iron Hands steel. Okay, so I thought I'd take this little opportunity to sit down and have a quick chat about where we currently are. So the bikes are getting there. All the silver bits on them are done. The shoulder pads are on, and they are looking pretty good. Now, I want to go ahead and start doing all of the leather bits. So on the actual seats, I want to do those in brown. I want to do the red bits of the shoulder pads because these are assault. And within my Black Templars army, anything assault is going to be with a red trim around the pauldron. Then I want to do the belts on these guys as well, and then we can clip on these bits, and then we can start with all that sort of stuff. So we're going to do that. I'm also debating doing the actual rims of the tires in red, which I think will look really cool. But for the time being, I'm going to leave them black for the time being, because I can always go about that later. So with that said, we'll do the seats, we'll do the red bits, and we'll go from there. So for the seat and shoulder pad, nothing too special. For the shoulder pad, I am using Corn Red. Corn Red is my go-to red for anything Black Templars. And then for the seat, I am using Morfang Brown. And just like the Gladiator we've done in the past, I'm putting some candles on this because it wouldn't be a Black Templars vehicle without some red candles. The candles were glued on with some super glue. I then also went ahead and got some green stuff just to put some candle wax looking stuff around the edge of the candles. Right, so next up is the bases for the vehicles. Now, if you know my painting style and how I painted and done miniatures before, when it comes to bases, I just get the miniature, put a bit of aggregate down, spray it, leave it at that. But I want to do a bit more. So my most recent gaming table is actually a city, and this is based off a city landscape thing from Forge World, not Forge World, sorry, Warhammer World, up in Nottingham. Now, I've never really liked the bases that I've got since doing that table, and I've wanted to go through and change them all. But I saw a photo on, I think it must have been Reddit, of somebody that did some really cool looking bases. I'll try and find the photo and put it on screen for you. And it was a mix of some flagstone and some dirt, and I thought that's pretty cool. And so I wanted to try and copy that, and I thought doing it on these bikes would be the best start for it. So what am I doing? Currently, I'm using milliput. You know my stance on milliput. It's not really what I want to be using anymore. So I will be going over to some green stuff. But right now, I'm trying to smooth it over, make sure it's on the base and all that sort of stuff. I'm using, funnily enough, I'm actually using chapstick. I didn't have any Vaseline to hand, so I was using chapstick for this portion, and it worked out all right, I think. So yeah, smoothing it all over. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to use a spatula to try and get the stone effect. Now, you can get tools for this. You can get little rollers and bits and pieces, and I didn't have one to hand. I've got one now, so hopefully in the future my bases will look a lot better. And I recommend you go and get one. Green Stuff World, do them. You can get them on Colts 3D and all that lovely stuff. So yeah, so using the spatula for it, it didn't really, I couldn't get the line straight, and it didn't really work out how I wanted it to work out. But I think as a proof of concept, it turned out okay for a proof of concept. But from here on out, I'm definitely going to be using that little tool I've got. And then whilst I let the bases dry, I moved on to the silver of the exhausts, the red of the candles, and the red of the bolters. So for the main weapons on these bikes, as you can see on the actual blade itself, I have gone for a yellow. This is some Tamir yellow. I don't have it to hand, so I can't remember the exact name of it. But yeah, so it also as well, the silver bits is just done the same silver we used earlier. That's being Iron Hands still. But as for the actual staff itself, for that I went ahead and used Nagaroth purple. So we are getting there slowly but surely. Well, I say slowly. We are basically nearly there. So we've got a couple more things to do, and that is it. But here is how we are currently looking. These guys are looking really good. I did go through a bit of a stage of hating them, but I do that for all my minis. Yeah, these guys are looking really good. Once we get a wash on them and some other bits and pieces, they're gonna look really good. But the next thing I want to do is something that we've done before. Now, I've done this before on the Hell Blasters. If you remember that video, or if not seen that video, it'll be on screen somewhere. We did orange flames or red flames, and that is what I want to do with this. So they're not all going to have flames. I'm only going to do the one of them because I think it will take away from the cool factor if they all have flames. But this guy here, he is going to have flames along the bodywork. Not massively, but there's a little bit of hot rod flames. I think it's going to look so fucking cool. And then after that, we will do decals. Then we'll do a varnish, and then we'll do the oil wash. And then, well, we'll have a look at them. So moving on to the flame, like I said, if you've watched our Hell Blasters video, you know on a few of the actual guns themselves, we did some flames on those. It's the exact same process as that. A nice sharp brush, color of your choice, and really trying to make those flames look spiky and natural, if that makes sense. I did end up going back and changing this later, purely for the fact that the left side was a completely different style to the right side, so I made the right side look more like the left. So colors that I'm using corn red for the base coat of the flame. After that, I then move on to Avalanche Sunset, really thinning that paint down because yellow is notoriously difficult paint to work with. And then with the Avalanche Sunset, just doing really thin coats. Eventually you will get there. The more and more coats you do, the better the result, and it would look a lot less chunky. And that's how I ended up getting the result that we've got. Up next was the weathering side. So as you can see, I'm using a sponge for the most part of it. Using a sponge is just cheating at this point. The effect I got, I was so pleased with, and I'm definitely gonna have to do it more. But as for the edge highlights on both the bike and the marine, just using a normal brush. I was using Dawnstone for the bike and Mechanicus Standard Grey for the marine. Mechanicus Standard Grey against Corvus Black leaves a really, once it dries, leaves a really nice color balance to the miniature. And yeah, edge highlighting wasn't my thing, but yeah, I guess it now is. And then lastly, the base of the bikes. Now, like I said earlier, for the base, I wanted to try that photo that I saw, and I actually think they came out pretty good in the end. For this, I'm just using some AK Interactive like diorama paste thing. So much better. Well, sorry, it's cheaper than the Games Workshop stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love the Games Workshop stuff, but this stuff, for a massive pot of it, for like 10 quid, I think I'd rather use that. So with this, literally just a cheap brush, putting it on the edges. So it's still, you can still see some of that stone, but you also get to see some of the dirt that's been picked up from the battlefield. So just like that, these guys are now finished. Hopefully you're seeing some stuff on screen. Please do bear with. I'm trying a little bit of a different outro for these videos. We'll see how this works out. Yeah, these guys look really cool. I am honestly so happy with these guys, especially the jousting spears sort of thing. For my first time actually trying to do some like modeling and stuff like that, freehand modeling, they've come out all right. I think the jousting spears look really good. End of the day, I am happy with these guys. I was very much towards the end not liking them. One, the paint scheme. Two, the chipping and effects like that, I think were a bit too much. But now the bases are done, now that they're on the bases with the dirt effects, I think they look really good, and it sort of hides those crimes ever so slightly. But yeah, these guys are incredible, and I'm really looking forward to using them. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Do you like them? Do you hate them? What would you do differently? Do you like Black Templars? Do you not? I mean, how can you not like Black Templars? But yeah, these guys look really cool. I'm gonna have to get some more, I think, and have a bigger 6-man squad. But yeah, until then, hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Shares really do help as well. Share with your friends, share with people on Discord, all that lovely stuff. Until then, guys, I shall see you guys later. Goodbye.